What's up, YouTube? I'm back. Gonna redo a reaction video. Okay, I'm so sorry. It was supposed to show. Truly apologize. Let's to this one right here.
People think she's using me for my money. I like nice things. He likes getting them for me. I didn't really know what I had to offer other than money, so that's what I went with. I've sent Bethany about $100,000. I'm not just thinking of him as secure income, but he is secure income. People just think that she's using me or that I love her, but she doesn't love me. I was not always attracted to Jeremy. My name is Beth.
Now, y'all heard what she said. She was not always attracted to him. And you saw his expression, right? Okay.
Bethany, this is my partner, Jeremy. I don't remember the last time we made this. I don't either. She popped up on Facebook on the people you may know thing, and I didn't know her, but her picture grabbed my attention. I sent her a message and basically said, like, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
He seems like a sweetheart.
So why did you offer Bethany $50 for her number?
Wow.
At that point in my life, I had just started my career. She was a beautiful woman. I didn't really know what I had to offer.
Y'all seen the question where it said, would y'all pay for someone's number? Why? Why should y'all pay for somebody's number? I don't know why he did it. I can't say, but let's just, see.
For other than money, so that's what I went with. I didn't think she would talk to me unless I sent her money. Babe, I think this is going to be good, dough. How the dough turns out is going to basically make or break the day for her. Babe, where'd you do with the flour? I need it. Okay. I think for the first 6 years of us talking to each other, we weren't dating. We were both single. He catered to everything that I wanted and I needed, would you say? Yeah, I sent you whatever you needed. So like hairstyles, nails, things for school, stuff like that.
Don't it kind of come off because it looks like he's older than her by just, looking at both of them. So how he gave her money and stuff like that. That's my daughter singing in the background. So basics. Don't it kind of come off like if that's her sugar daddy or some shit, right? I'm just saying, putting it out there, but
Just make sure I was good. Over the past 6 years, I've sent Bethany about $100,000 in Cash App transactions and gifts. At the beginning of this, it was truly just transactional. I was just very young and just excited that a man would.
Reminder, if you were sexually abused, they don't get to decide when it's over.
Truly apologize.
That a man was willing to spend his money on me. I always knew I had feelings, but it was never anything more than just a casual conversation or a virtual relationship. Just knowing that I would always be okay. That was number one. Just seeing who he is. Not just the guy that sends me money, but the guy that loves Harry Potter and the guy that likes the Star Wars. Just seeing that he has a good personality and he's very kind and patient with me. It was very easy to catch feelings for him. Okay, once I finally decided we're going to meet and hang out, that's what took it to the next level. We went on a date and we never left each other alone after that. Yeah, a month or so later, I just started calling her my girlfriend, even though I never officially said, hey. Yeah, he never asked me. I still do pay her bills and I try to buy her whatever she wants. I don't think that's ever going to be something that's going to change. We went on a shopping spree about 2 weeks ago, and I've been looking for these boots everywhere. They were about $300. These were about $190, $200. This ran us about $400. So we're always going shopping, always buying me stuff. I was not always attracted to Jeremy. I think I was
I think I was attracted to Jeremy for the wrong reasons. There was like, mostly I was just blinded by the money. He was different from most men that I had entertained. He didn't just care about like looks or body. It was more so like your personality. All this together, the Coach bag was like, I want to say close to $1,200. So about $2,400. I don't really feel guilty about like accepting his generosity. I feel like the roles for the genders are to be that the man provides financially and the woman, holds down the household, and in return she gets nice things.
And none of this was ever forced. Everything that I've done for Bethany, sure, it might have been stuff she wanted and stuff, but it was always something that I wanted to do for her. What I enjoy most about giving her gifts is just the happiness that I see when I give her something.
Now it's just love. Like, he doesn't have to buy me anything anymore. I don't really care about that stuff.
That's good.
I think probably the biggest misunderstanding is people thinking that I'm financing her lifestyle and they don't think that there's any feelings on her end.
People saying that I am a gold digger, that he buys my love.
People just think that she's using me, or that, I love her, but she doesn't love me, and I just like, my views are clouded by that. But I mean, those people don't see the dynamic between me and her every day.
If we post on social media, on my page, people comment things all the time. Don't trust her, use her. Yeah, I think that's kind of weird to encourage someone to use someone. I would never intentionally use someone for the better of myself, so I would hope that he wouldn't use me. That's not a girlfriend, that's a... Jeremy was buying me stuff years and years and years and years and years before we were ever intimate, so I can't really be a if I'm not having in exchange for things. He's just my boyfriend.
Someone said, be prepared for your replacement. I understand there's people out there with more money, but I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean she's going to have true feelings for those people.
Do you really have true feelings, or are you thinking of him as more of a secure income? I think that the feelings definitely came as time went on. I'm not just thinking of him as secure income, but he is secure income. There are a few positive comments. There's a lot of women that try to like empower me and tell me like there's nothing wrong with the lifestyle you live. If a man wants to take care of you, let him do that.
The only thing that matters to me is if she's happy or not. I don't care what the outside world thinks of us.
How did your friends and family react at first?
I think maybe at first my family thought that I was moving too quickly. She's my only serious relationship. I've never had serious relationships other than her, but I think once they saw that I was happy, then they were happy for me.
I've met his family and I love them to pieces. I don't really let my friends have an opinion on my relationship, so I've never heard one. I knew Jeremy was the one when I used all of my defense mechanisms and he still stayed around. Jeremy is an extremely hard worker and he's extremely intelligent. I've never met anyone besides my father that's as extremely intelligent as Jeremy is. I think that people look at me and they see oh, she's a pretty woman, and then they look at Jeremy and they're like, oh, he's like a mid-30s white man and he doesn't seem like he's supposed to be with her. They automatically think that it's just strictly a transactional relationship, but that's definitely not where we are now. Not at all.
I think Bethany has changed me for the better, and just helping me become a more confident person and helping me see my self-worth. There's so much more to me that I can offer to her than just my money.
Jeremy has changed me for the better because he has showed me a different type of lifestyle. There's more to life than just paying your bills until you die. I think we go very well together. You kind of just let me live out my life and I just let you make your money and pay the bills. I can't really blame people for judging, but just keep watching us and get a feel of who we are as a couple, and you'll get to love us.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what y'all think of that one. Like, because you can definitely tell he's way more older, you know, but like, I don't really have like a too much of like kind of like, it just come off as like, she say she not using him, she really love him, and you know, but like, it's just like when they go out together, they probably get looks like, you know, like, is she using him, you know what I'm saying, you know, for his money or something like that, you know what I mean? But all right, that's it for this one. Yeah, subscribe and get my likes up, you heard? Later.